Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, today I did wanted to talk about get up going to therapy this week because I think the last time I recorded was Tuesday and then I went on Wednesday and it didn't go well. I got a little frustrated. And part of the problem is like I'm frustrated with myself more than anything that I'm not able to communicate like what I'm feeling or why. It's mostly right now just about job stuff. So I think you get the ice thing here. I'm noticing now that like I never really use that ice thing for anything. The rune that makes you turn water into ice. Okay. So we were talking a lot about my job and like I'm looking for a new job and I tried to tell him because I was feeling really bad on Tuesday and on Wednesday I wasn't feeling much better. So I wanted to tell him like I didn't say I was depressed, but it was like yeah, I was feeling pretty bad this week about the job and everything. And I'm trying to communicate to him a little bit, and I feel like I did eventually at the end. My main concern with finding a new job is to be happy because I'm not really happy at my current job and I go in and I'm stressed and I'm trying to tell him like most of the stress comes from having to talk to people. And he said something which kind of bugged me a little bit. He was like, this is gonna sound bad. He said, well, do you want a job or do you want a vacation? which sounds colder than like he meant it. If I didn't communicate to him like how bad I was feeling, and I was saying like I want a job where what I said was I want a job where I'm not stressed, and he's like, well, every job has stress, which is true, and he's like, what you're describing to me is a vacation. You're looking for a job, not a vacation. And I wanted to tell him like, I mean, I I, I got tongue tied, and I didn't really have a response to that. Because what he said was right. Like, I mean, every job has stress. Like, I can't argue with that. So why was I frustrated? Why couldn't, what did I mean? Or what did I want to mean? So most of my stress from my current job comes from, I feel like I'm constantly bothering people because I have to be asking I have to be asking people like, when's this gonna be ready? And then people ask me, like customers will ask me like, we need this order by next week, and then so I have to ask the people on production like, when is this gonna be ready? And then I have to ask people other stuff all the time like, when can you do this? When can we do this? I don't want a job like that. That's what I wanted to explain to him. Like, that's where all my stress is coming from. So I mentioned this in the Mario Sunshine, like I don't know if should I be looking for a job should I try to get over, I don't know, should I try to get over that stuff, or should I just accept that that's who I am and look for a job where I don't have to deal with that? And the answer he was kind of leading me towards was like, you need to kind of we need to help you get over that stress and that anxiety. And I guess maybe that just wasn't the answer I wanted to hear. Yeah, when he gave me that answer, it made me feel like he didn't understand what I was saying, and I wasn't communicating it well. I'm always just frustrated with myself. Like, he's a therapist. He's got like 30 years of experience. If he's giving me an answer like that, it's because I'm terrible at communicating. Like, even this guy doesn't understand where I'm coming from. Like, I'm a good worker. It's weird to say. Like, I go to work every day. I'm never late. I've never been fired. Like, everybody, I always try to help everybody. Like, I'm a good worker. I don't want vacations, obviously. Like, for him to say, like, do you want a job or a vacation? Like, I want to work. I feel terrible when I'm not working. Like, I'm lazy, and I don't like myself even more. So I need to go to the Temple of Time. I don't know what to do. I guess what I said was, it's depressing to think that I'll never like my job. And that was my way of trying to say that I'm depressed without actually saying it. And I remember we got to a point where he asked me, because he is kind of, he keeps saying this, like, he's a little bit obsessed with, like, making more money, because he thinks that that's gonna make me happy. I think, like, he keeps asking me, like, how would you feel if you made $10,000 more per year? Would that be good for you? And I keep saying, like, well, yeah, obviously that would be good, but that's not my main goal. And then I think he said, well, maybe we haven't talked about your goals. Like, what is your goal? And I got, like, a little choked up, like, when I told him, like, I just want to be happy. And I feel like that was, like, at the end of the session, so we didn't have enough time to talk about it, but I feel like that still didn't get through to him. Like, he's still kind of like, well, let's look for a job where you can make more money. Right now, that's not my goal. My goal is to not. I just want a job where I can sit at my desk and just do my work. I said relax. That was the problem. I said I want to go to a job where I can just relax, and he's like, well, what you want to go on a vacation? If you want to relax, go on a vacation. If you want to work, go to work. I want to work, but I don't want to relax. But what I mean relax is, like, just no anxiety. I just don't want to feel like when I'm sitting at my desk, like, the phone's going to ring and who's it going to be and I'm going to mess something up. I supposed to go here? Or... It is, it's kind of sad that they don't give you heart pieces. I miss the heart pieces. The best rewards they have in this game are like weapons and gear and stuff. But it doesn't, there's something about heart pieces that feel more rewarding because it's a permanent thing. But like if you get a nice sword, you know you're just gonna lose it in a couple swings anyway, so it doesn't feel like a good reward. Heart pieces always felt like, yes, a heart piece. Like it felt so good to get a heart piece. That's something that this game maybe I have a little bit of a problem with, is like you do accumulate hearts and stamina, and you get a little bit stronger with like gear and weapons and stuff, but there's not as much progress. It feels like it doesn't feel like you're making progress. In the other games, like you're going on this adventure and you're like every dungeon you get this new weapon, and I don't know, it doesn't just something about this that doesn't feel. You always have to prepare like potions and gear and stuff. And I guess I'm just lazy. I don't like doing that. Before you go somewhere hard, like you have to make potions and stuff. And I don't want to do that. It takes forever to make potions. And okay, this will be it for today. But I have one more complaint. There should be a way to log your recipes. Like, the only way you can see a recipe is to go and see it. But once you eat something, you can't see a recipe. I guess they give you clues here, like, oh, it'll give you a description, like, cook this to make, but I wanna have a log of, like, if I make something really good, I want to remember how I did it. And then once I use it, I don't remember. I guess they can't really do that because there's a lot of different ways to make the same things. Maybe. Okay. I wonder what I'm gonna do for the thumbnail on this one. There are a lot of pictures. I always have a hard time making thumbnails for older games because you can never really find a good picture of like the hardest one I had to find was Battle Bowl, because that's like a game nobody's ever heard of, and I found one little picture of it that I could use, but this game's new and there's a ton of pictures, so I can use those. My favorite one ever was Star Fox. I want to try to make something similar to that, but anyway, okay, see you tomorrow.